choppers, that's 20 goons. And the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride to switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! I smell fear in that offense. I smell...
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2.
Hey, 4 down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. We got 4.
On first down, here's Breida. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 4. 45.
That's where you belong.
He was brought down by Mike Hughes. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. Oh, what a move. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Strong left.
Garoppolo on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Garoppolo again. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 11. 13.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there out of Cook. 45 yards on the ground.
And the Vikings first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
61, matchbox, lights. Clear.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that'll set them back 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. He'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First down, Minnesota.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
2.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
18 Gator. Hey, let go. Hey, lock it.
He's coming. Double up.
Big rip.
They'll look to throw here. And he finds Cook. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You got blocked, Lee. By 56. By 56. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 65.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
12.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And to give this time to the tailback. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check. Look, 22-jet bomber.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 30.
At the 30-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Minnesota.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 25.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Delta.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike 5-4.
Here's a second and 7. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 180! You ain't got nothing!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Garoppolo again here on second and 10. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be out right at the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
That's good for a 49er first down. First and 10.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. And yet again it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
11.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 11. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I got you. Be gone.
He'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. A big 30-yard play on third. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Eluding the pressure right. And the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a give running right, it's Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with third and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Hey, exit.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. All day.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hey, come on.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready? Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Vikings take over.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
I know he ain't got it.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. D Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Going deep for Diggs, and nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's third down.
Ready! Tyler, 64, weak, 15-1.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford, and this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start on the ground with Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
3 down. Hey, check.
Here's Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
38-yard attempt.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Crunch, now.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Got it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, Zoo.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the curve.
Ready.
2nd and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Let's go. 60 yards. Smooth.
Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
Get.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
It's our time.
He'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination.
Rick Rock. Tick-tock. West hip-hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And